Hey there, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. It's Martin Luther King Day. Remembering gee whiz, I remember watching Martin Luther King on TV and all his inspiration and all his beautiful speeches, a life that ended way too early and way too violent. So we are remembering Martin Luther King today. I hope that y'all are having a good one. I know some of you are probably having a sweet day off today. Isn't that just quite lovely? This is going to be a mixed bag video because I need to clean my desk off, and then I thought, well, as I'm cleaning my desk off, I need to work on my book of backgrounds, and then as I'm doing that, then it's time for me to get my planner out and get caught up on sticking some stickers in the planner. You guys, I started this book last week. It started life as portraits and backgrounds, and I really wanted a book that I could do some background work in. As you know, this is an intermittent book. Now, I'm big on doing intermittent kind of crafting things, which just means that you kind of take advantage of that 5 or 10 minutes in the morning, or that 5 or 10 minutes between, you know, little freelance gigs, or, you know, the 5 minutes that you have while you're having coffee in the morning, that kind of thing. So it's very intermittent crafting. I wanted a book that I could take downstairs and doodle in and draw in. Now, I've already done the first part of the book. I tore it out. I doodled in it, drew in it, tore it out, and used it for new flow journals that are going in the shop. But I just kind of wanted to kind of show you what I have going on here. It's a sweet little thing to take downstairs because, you know, it's not flimsy. It's really very stable. The pages are super thick, and you can see that what I do downstairs is just kind of add some embellishments, words, phrases, images, that sort of thing to the pages. And I've got just a few little sticky things on my desk this morning, well, this afternoon now. And I just thought we'd put those down real quick. And then I'll grab my planner and I will do a little bit of decorating for last week with my favorite stickers, which are from Creative Freedom Paper. And we'll talk about that. And we will also do some decorating in my personal journal. Now, I like to lay out my personal journal. Of course, I use a composition book planner. That's just, you know, one of those 50-cent to $1 planners that you know, you can buy at the Dollar Tree. I understand from our friends in the UK that those that the little notebooks that we use for composition book planning they're quite expensive in the UK, and it's like, gee whiz, well, that's no fun. All I'm doing here is going through and just slapping a few things down, because that's kind of how we like to do things here. I got some washi tape that was super cool, really pretty, but it doesn't stick. I don't know if it's old or if the foil, you know, the gold foil on it is, I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, you know, don't waste that washi, right? Just put it right on down. I'm getting scraps off my desk and putting them in the book. Like I said, I just wanted to clean off my desk so I can get my planner over here. Guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and check out my Patreon site. We have a lot of fun over at our Patreon group. This week we are exploring Matchbox shrines, pocket shrines, and that jumped off with a podcast that I did last Friday. You know, if you like daily content and if you like daily printables, I think you would like my Patreon channel, and my tiers start at $2. At $5, you get a personal Happy Mail from me each month. It's always fun to put together for y'all. Some of the pages have pulled. I love pull. I think it's really pretty. It just creates all kinds of interest. So let's put this up here. I hope y'all are having a good day. I've spent part of the day organizing and doing some freelance work, and then also helping Chris with his music booking. Still a very tenuous time in the live music world. I spent years and years and years as a booking agent and a performer and a songwriter and a studio owner and a recording artist. Never seen things quite like this. If you perchance go somewhere and you see someone performing, give that person a nice big round of applause. Don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Appreciate your artists. Appreciate... I mean, it takes years and years and years and years to learn to do what they do. And most artists I know are very, very, very dedicated to what they're doing. I think I've almost got all my scraps up. And we have put those in the book. Now, before I close this, you know, since we talked about intermediate crafting, what I'm going to do, again, we've got a pull right here. There's no problem with that. It's actually quite pretty. But I thought what we would do is kind of add, you know, we'll add a wee bit. Let's do some green. Green's a good happy color. I went outside a couple days ago and the daffodil are pushing up through the ground. That's a joyful sight to behold. All right, the cool thing about using a spreader like this, you know, just an old credit card, what's an old gift card, is that you can get very dry, you know, very dry before you flip the page, which is super neato if you're, you know, if you're doing intermediate crafting like I do. All right, so I've gotten a bit of color on the page. I'm just going to stop right here. I'm going to grab me a hairy paper clip and stick it right here so I'll know kind of where I left off. I'm going to close this book and put it away. Now let's get out our journal. The first thing that I want to do with the journal is to put in some prompts. I ran across an article in National Geographic about a community called Dikson, and it was a community that was in Alaska in the 1980s. Now, it's totally abandoned now, but there was a photographer who went there, and she just took the most exquisite pictures. And I thought the pictures really did evoke a sense of course, abandonment, disownment, disrepair, you know, just those little slivers of time. Abandoned art, you know, is all the rage, and there is, I can't remember the guy's name, I'll find it and I'll put a link in the description box below, who goes around and photographs abandoned malls, and it is just, it's the most fascinating photography. Anything that is abandoned, it just fascinates me because it's as if time has stopped, right? A couple of things to just point out. This is the emotional guidance scale. This is what I look at first thing in the morning to kind of determine where I am on the scale of, you know, feeling good, It's 22 feelings, emotions, and you kind of decide where you are and how you're feeling, and your idea is to get up, go up the emotional guidance scale. This is Esther Hicks. Again, I'll put a link in the description box below. So Esther Hicks and Abraham, my sweet friend, made this for me, you guys. What do I choose to give my attention to today? This is always in my journal. So this is my next writing page in my personal journal. And so it's always there, always, that's kind of my personal prompt in the morning. And I know that you can find copies of Emotional Guidance Scale online. If I do find a copy of it, I'll put a link to that as well. I need to get stuff out of the way so we can move around a little bit. There we go. Okay. We're working with the Dikson photographs, again, from National Geographic. There was a school in Dikson, there was a thriving community, and then it just became eventually abandoned. So, ideas of loss, abandonment, isolation, aloneness really does, of course, pique my interest right now, as a lot of us are feeling abandoned and isolated and lonely, and maybe even forgotten. Look at that. Is that not just, and the northern lights in the background just set off the whole photo expose. Tens of thousands of people actually live there. Wait, you know what? That's not right. I think the biggest population that lived there was 5,000. I love this photograph of the old radio equipment. You can see the telephone right here, the receiver that's plugged into the unit right there. Is that not just swoonable? Absolutely gorgeous. Dikson was in the Antarctic. I think it was a Russian outpost. I read the article and clipped these images last week. And then I decided what I would do is I wanted to decide on themes for the imagery. So, I was thinking about words like isolation, and I tore out the remainder strips so I can match those to the photographs. Now what I'm going to do here is go ahead and get my journal topics in the go. I'm looking for some white paper. Let's see, what do I have here? Oh my goodness, I have again, intermittent crafting. I craft these. I take 10 index cards downstairs. I have a little receptacle, a little bin that I put them in, pour the remainder of the hot coffee over them in the morning, and those become, coffee dyed index cards. And they're fun to put in. Happy Mail 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's going to be, those are going to be my topics. And let's just put these together. Great topics to kind of get your juices flowing about, something to write about. We'll grab a pen. To me, the old tennis shoes and the old book covered in snow, that that really reminds me of abandonment. So we're just going to write abandoned. Again, you know, very timely right now because we are kind of feeling that way. So this page, and I'll write around the photographs, abandonment. I think for this one we'll do this. I want to do stillness. This one, tranquility. Now I'm just making this stuff up. I mean, it's just words, but that's the mood that I'm getting from the photographs. So on this page, I'll write about tranquility. Aloneness. The little abandoned baby doll here. The radio is isolation. Great to just choose your own journal prompts. You know, no need to purchase a thing. I'm on a non-purchase spree lately. Got lots of important things to do. Not buying stuff helps me do the important things. All right, this one I am going to write the word activity because this story, part of the story was about the guy who built this structure from matchsticks. And I think activity is an important aspect to write about as we ponder isolation and tranquility, aloneness, stillness, and abandonment. Okay, so we're all done with that. Now let's go ahead and, you know, I'll just give you a peek at my journal so far. This is my Terry Pratchett reading list. If you're into the Discworld series, which I am really, really, really into, I haven't done much here. This is how I'm tracking my reading. This is the 1st through the 9th, and I did some decorating here. I'm doing the Breathe Challenge Yoga with Adrienne and really, really, really enjoying it. I'm very happy to say that I am on day 17, 16, I can't remember where I am. I've been doing yoga daily, and it is going to be my thing to do every day. I love it. I got away from it for a long time, so now I'm back to it. You can see that the 11th through the 16th, as most of you know, because you follow me, I keep like a steno book, and it's filled with my like notes and stuff, my daily to-dos, but then I also try and keep lists in here. But a lot of times this just turns into like just a creative free-for-all is basically what it is. I love using stickers from Creative Freedom Paper, so I think I'm going to stick some of those in. We are at on Monday the 11th, we were at week 47 of COVID. Can you believe it? It's hitting really close to home. I'm not going to chit-chat about it, but it sure is. It's just hitting way too close to home. So, you know, I would not ever tell anybody that, oh, it's fake and it's not really happening. Yeah, it's a real thing. I watched The Boys, Bletchley Circle, which was really good, and I'm watching The Watch, which is Terry Pratchett in the Discworld series. I'm looking for, you can see that I've already used a Leanne puppy dog paw sticker right there because I took Nia to the vet and she got her nails done. The tech brought her out and he said, she's the sweetest dog. I said, I know she is, isn't she? I need some things to just kind of take up space. These are Leanne's Summer Vibe die cut sticker pack. Again, you know, I just felt like I needed to take up space and I am longing for summer. I don't think she sells this sticker pack anymore. I might be wrong. Look at that. It's just so happy. And it was just like exactly what I need right now. I did use fabric here. You know, I really do like to use fabric in my journals. I was going to try and use that right there, but I think I'm going to put that up there anyway. All right, let's drop these back in here. My planner days and dates are also from Creative Freedom Paper. She makes just the best stuff. These are some of my favorite stickers. They're called Quirky Mushies. Don't you love them? They just make me smile. Might be too big to use right there. Let's go ahead and add some to this week because, again, oh, the smile factor. You really need the smile factor these days. I'm going to put one here. You know, we think about stickers, we think about planner stickers. You know, Leanne has all kinds of really fun assortment of things to play with. I love Coffee Shade. And I also, for this week, I will be adding a Mr. COVID sticker. Let's see if I can find that. As that just doesn't seem to be dropping off the planet. As a matter of fact, it seems to be getting worse. So there we go, 48. The inauguration is Wednesday. Nia has her heartworm pills that are due today. That was another reason that we went to the vet. So we'll put this down here. Don't you love these? These are called paw prints. Perfect way to track medications, vet appointments, that kind of thing. Let's see what I got. I feel like I need small things here. Leanne released these beautiful pumpkins. They're called Luxe pumpkins. But that, you know, kind of got that summery thing going on here. Let's see what else I can find. There we go. Summer Heat. These are actually chakra centers, energy centers. But I just think they're beautiful and I use them for whatever I want. I do what I like. That's looking pretty good. Let's see if I can find some more color. Oh, perfect. Forest mushies, the tiny ones. That's exactly what I need. And they would look super cool down here with my fabric and paper embellishments right here. Okay, how cool that looks. Hoorah. Alright guys, I think that's it. I have been studying arrow prayers for the past couple weeks. This is really interesting because they're very short, very specific prayers. The ones that I focused on this week were thank you for answered prayer and thy will be done. I like those, especially thy will be done, because it denotes that you are not in charge. You know, you're just not in charge. And, you know, it's a tricky time in the universe, and you feel like, oh man, I should be doing something. I should be in charge, but you're not in charge. And the best you can do is kind of give in to, you know, the fact that we are in a time of transition, in a time of extreme change, and just kind of embrace that change and roll with it, stay flexible with it. You can transform yourself, you can transmute yourself, you can get rid of all of your negativity, throw it in a pot, get rid of it, and just accept where we are, accept the blessing of every single day. Every single day you get up, you open your eyes, you can hear, you can stand up, or you can get mobile in some way. I realize some of us have mobility issues, but you know, embrace those blessings that are found in each and every day. Let go, thy will be done. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will put links to what I talked about in this video in the description box below. Thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.